It's a beautiful day out here in nature. I am surrounded by yellow flowers, which you can't see right now, but they are all around me. And I'm sat on this beautiful tree. These trees out here on this hilltop are so climbable. They're solid and they all just look really easy to climb. I might have to scratch that itch after this video. But today I wanted to talk to you about how the majority of people in this society do not need to break in order to be broken. And we can easily forget this about others, but more importantly, we can often forget it about ourselves. We can go through life smiling, we can go through life saying, yes, I'm okay, when people ask how we are, just to move on with the conversation as quickly as possible. Yes, I'm fine, how are you? Hey, you okay? Yeah, good, you? This is the lie that we tell ourselves each and every day. So many of us are struggling to live in this society at the moment. Why? Because it is incredibly fake. It's an incredibly fake society that we've created for ourselves right now. Back in the day, you couldn't fake how you felt. You had to let people know because it affected your family, your relationships, your work, etc. But now it's so much easier to just shrug it off and say, yeah, I'm fine. When in reality, we're breaking inside. And you don't need to break in order to be broken. Your friend does not need to have a mental breakdown in order for them to be broken. There are so many little things that happen to us in life that build up and that we store. Have you ever had a laughing fit before where you are laughing and you try and keep it inside and only until you leave the room does it all come out? And that's because you were suppressing the laughter. Well, a lot of us suppress our emotions, we suppress our thoughts, we suppress our true opinions about a certain situation or a certain event that has happened in our life. And when we suppress these feelings, they are stored within the body. And then they come out in all sorts of strange ways. You might crave some alcohol one evening or crave some food that you shouldn't be consuming. You might snap at someone. You might feel irritable. You might have a wonderful life, but not be able to appreciate it in the way that others can. So my message to you is to check in with your authenticity. Because this is what's helped me the most in life. The more authentic I became, the happier I became, the more content I felt with myself and my life and people in it. Authenticity is so important. There is nothing wrong with being authentic. People are going to judge you regardless, even if you're always happy, even if you're always pretending to be okay. People are still going to judge you for that. Oh, I can't stand that person, they're always okay. It happens. There were people who couldn't stand Mother Teresa. She was a great person, all she ever did was wonderful things, yet many people despise her and her work. How can you hate Mother Teresa? There are people online today who are in full support of Adolf Hitler. There are people who are in full support of people all over the world doing all sorts of barbaric things. You can't please everyone. Everyone's going to have an opinion. So why are you exhausting yourself pretending that you're okay? Check in with yourself. Check in with your friends. Be fully, authentically you. It's so important. Otherwise, you're going to lose yourself. Otherwise, you're going to remain broken. You don't need to break in order to be broken. I used to have a CD player. Remember those? Put the CDs in, close the cassette, press play, and it played all your favourite tunes. Well, mine broke one day, but if you looked at it, you wouldn't think it was broken. It looked fine. It looked like it would work. It was there, as it should be. The light came on, the CDs went in, the cassette player closed nicely. You press play, it didn't work. It was broken, but you'd never know it. This can be the same with yourself. You might be breaking on the inside, but you don't know it because you're not being authentic. When somebody asks how you feel, if you say, yeah, fine, you've just lied to yourself. Think about it for a moment. Pause. Reflect. If it was a genuine question, take your time with your response. Think about it. And most of the time, this is what I say anyway, most of the time, we don't quite know how we feel because we haven't checked in with ourselves. It's very civil to say, yeah, fine, you. And we're too scared, to be honest, if we're feeling bad that day and say, no, it's not the one today. But oftentimes, when people ask me, how do I feel? I reflect and I just say, do you know what? Great question. Thank you for asking. I don't know. I haven't checked in with myself. How am I feeling? I feel quite content today. I feel okay. I don't think I'm stressed. I'm quite relaxed. Not particularly in the mood to do anything too tiring or too taxing mentally. I think I'm quite relaxed today. And there are other days when I say I'm very stressed. I'm very irritable, I'm very angry. And there are other days where I say I just want to go out, have fun, have a drink, make a fire. You've got to be authentic, because a lack of authenticity is a lack of dignity, is a lack of grace, is a lack of humility. Don't go through life lying to yourself. It'll only come back to haunt you. It'll only come back to bite you. And sometimes people can have breakdowns because they never realized that they were broken. So remember that you don't have to break in order to be broken. Talk to a friend, talk to a family member, talk to your partner. And I'm not encouraging you to burst into tears when life gets a little bit hard. I'm not encouraging you to do that. You've got to be strong in this life. I'm encouraging you to be authentic. You can say, I'm in a terrible mood, and still get on with your job that day. You can say to yourself, I'm in a terrible mood, I'm angry, and still be loving to your partner. You can say to yourself, it's not the one today, but still make your bed, still feed yourself appropriately, still be kind to the people around you, get the tasks that need to be done, done. Authenticity is where it's at. Let this be your reminder. Check in with yourself and check in with your friends. Because we all want that best friend who checks in with us and looks after us and whatever else. But you've got to remember that you've got to be that person too. We can get so wrapped up in this life thinking it's all about us. I want the perfect this, I want the perfect that. But take it upon yourself to be that kind friend, to be that great, loving, supportive husband or wife, to be that amazing parent, to be that brilliant auntie or uncle in the family who everyone gets on with and likes because they're authentic, because they're honest, because they wear who they are on their sleeve. You can relax around people who are authentic. Some people it comes naturally, others you have to practice. I certainly had to practice. It took a long time. But the more life goes on, the older I get, the more authentic I become. And it is, in a word, liberating. Everything in nature is honest. Everything. Nothing in nature is playing a game, pretending to be something it's not. If it can grow, it'll grow. If it can't, it doesn't. And that's the way it is. The more you can immerse yourself out here in nature, the better practice you're going to get in to living an authentic life. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your time. I hope you learned something today. I hope this brought you some comfort If it did, please like the video. It always helps. Subscribe if you're new here. I make a couple of videos every single week, and I make a short Monday to Friday with a quick 20-30 second clip of me giving you a positive reminder throughout your day. Have a wonderful day, whatever you get up to. Take this message on and embrace it as much as you can, because whatever helps me, I can guarantee will help you too, because we are one and the same. We are both human beings on a very interesting journey called life. Thank you again for watching. I am now going to climb the tree. This branch here is just calling my name. It's nice and cool out today as well, which I like. Thank you again for watching. God bless.